If you want to become more of a catch, if you want to become someone who's more attractive, then the best thing for you to actually do is to become the best possible version of yourself. Easy changes to making her want you again. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about some easy changes that you can make to make her want you again. So obviously if you've come to this video, then there's a girl that you're trying to re-attract. So this could be a current girlfriend, or maybe your wife, or it could be someone that has dumped you, or it could be someone that you like and you thought liked you, but then they suddenly lost interest. So what are some things that you could do to, I guess, basically to yourself, to make you more attractive and to make her want you again and want you more? So before we get into this video, please like this video and please do subscribe, as that really helps me out. Thank you so much. One of the biggest things to become more attractive and to make a girl want you once more, like she did in the past, has a lot to do with your own mindset and the way that you personally see things. Because what tends to happen is, in relationships, is that at some point, and it doesn't happen all the time, and it kind of probably dips throughout the length of a relationship, and that is when someone becomes more invested in the relationship or in the other person than the other one is. So for you, this girl is obviously less invested in the relationship than what you are, or they're less invested now than what you are. So basically, in order to stop that from happening, or to lessen that, shall we say, is for you to actually invest more in yourself now. So that means having more time to yourself, having more time to do the things that you want to do, and having more time to make yourself a better person in general. So this is something that I constantly work on, and that's finding new ways to improve my skills, finding new ways to be healthier, to have a better body, to be more mentally better as well. Like, I'm always looking for ways to do that. So Tony Robbins calls it KANAI, which it stands for constant and never-ending improvement, or something like that. In Japan, they call it Kaizen. And basically what this means is that in each area of your life, you must always be trying to improve. So you must always be trying to improve your finances. You must always be trying to improve your career skill set. You must also be trying to always improve your romantic relationships, or the relationships you have with your children, or with your friends, with your family members. You should always be trying to improve your mental well-being, your physical well-being, and things like that. You should always be trying to grow in all of the really main areas of your life. And the only person who can do that is you. And that's what it means by investing in yourself more. So as long as you're doing things that are good for you, and you're not just being like, well, I want to have more time to play video games, or oh, I want to have more time to get drunk and play poker or something. Obviously those things are not good for you. And obviously those things are probably going to leave you with more regret, right? Because we all have this instinct of what we know we should be doing. So throughout the day, you're probably thinking, oh, when I get home, let's say you work or you're at school, oh, I need to go to the gym and I need to work out. And then the end of the day comes and you don't go. Like, we all have these things in our head that we know we should be doing. So basically, when you start focusing more on those areas and you start to spend less time with this girl who has lost interest in you, you will start to become more attractive in her eyes, because you'll be more independent, you've got more things that you're doing, you've got more things that you're focusing on, and therefore she is not your priority anymore. And that might be one of the reasons why she's kind of backed off from you, because you're putting her as a priority and she doesn't think that you're a priority. Or she feels like she shouldn't be the priority. Because what tends to happen is, and I used to be like this as well, so don't worry, okay? We've all been there, so don't feel bad about it. But we tend to put the women that we like on pedestals, and we feel like we need to be like the white knight, the do boy or the do girl, depending on your sexuality. And we feel like our whole life has to revolve around our partner, which isn't the case, okay? Because if you start doing that and you start treating her like a princess or a queen or some kind of deity, and you're basically there worshipping her all the time, she's going to feel a little uneasy about it. Because we all know what it's like when you see, right, people who are like chasing after celebrities. The worst thing you could do is to treat her like a celebrity and just be in awe of her all the time, and all that kind of stuff. In a way, you kind of need to start treating yourself and seeing yourself in that way more than you see her in that way. Because first of all, she's going to feel a little bit off if you start treating her like a princess, because she knows that she's a human being, right? And if someone starts treating her better than what she actually personally feels she deserves, it's going to make her feel uneasy. And I used to feel like that way as well. There was a couple of occasions when I was growing up and some people were really, really interested in me, and they were overly interested in me. And it made me feel a bit weirded out because they were treating me like I'm way better than what I actually was. Like treating me like some kind of deity, and it made me feel weird. And when people start doing that to you, it makes you feel strange. And I'm sure you've probably had experiences like that as well. Perhaps there was a girl who really started to idolize you and was basically following you around like a puppy, and you probably felt like, what are you doing that for? And this probably was someone who you weren't even attracted to, so it put you off even more. So don't treat women like that. You instead treat yourself like that. And I don't mean being narcissistic and being like, oh, look how good I am, blah blah blah. It just means that you're investing in yourself, and you're treating your time wisely, and you're just always trying to constantly improve yourself and get better. And when you're focusing more on that and focusing more on multiple different areas of your life instead of just her, you're going to come across as more attractive. You're going to come across as less needy, less insecure, because you're trying to better yourself. And that's kind of where you want to aim for. You want to be aiming for improving not just the relationship you have with your girlfriend, if this person is your girlfriend, but other areas of your life as well. But mostly, the thing that you should be focusing mostly on is improving yourself, which is what personal development is all about. And it's one of the things that I try and teach and coach people on, as well as dating and relationships. Because if you want to become more of a catch, if you want to become someone who's more attractive, then the best thing for you to actually do is to become the best possible version of yourself, right? That's how you become more attractive. You don't become more attractive by investing more in the relationship than the other person. You don't do that by buying flowers, sending love letters, creating mixtapes, and all those things are quite cute and nice to do. When they're done all the time, it's kind of boring, and it's kind of it can get stale real quick. So it's nice to do things for the people that you're interested in, especially if this person is your girlfriend or your wife. But it shouldn't be done all the time. Treat them on their birthdays and maybe the rare occasion throughout the year and at Christmas, things like that. But it shouldn't be something that's constant. And you shouldn't be following her around like a puppy, just waiting for her to give you a little bit of attention. Give more attention to yourself and the things that you need to work on. So one of the things that you can do is probably list a few things that you're really bad at. And these are things that you need to get good at. So these could be actually things like in your career. So let's say you work somewhere, and there's a few things that you're not very good at, but they're kind of important to your job, or they're important to your career progression. So let's say you need to be trained on a few different things in order to get a promotion and stuff like that. But that you're not good at it. Work on those things. Work on the things that are going to help you in your career. And if it's like something else, like your body, let's say like you've always done the same kind of workout, try and do something a little bit tougher, or try and add more resistance to your workouts. You could do the same workout. Let's say you have a limited amount of time in the morning, and the only amount of time you have is to do a 2-mile run every morning. You can still do that same exercise, but you can make it more difficult for yourself so you get better health. So this could be like running that 2 miles with like a weighted vest, or it could be trying to beat your time, like trying to run faster. So there are many ways that you can tweak things and try to get better. And these are all changes that I think are really, really easy, because it just takes like a little bit of tweaking here and there in order to create better changes. There's this concept called the 80-20 rule. So that means like 20% of the action creates 80% of the results. So if you only just change and tweak just a few things in your life, you could get a lot better. So one of the things could be, let's say in your work environment, asking people who are trained on certain things to ask if they can train you, or asking your supervisor if you can be trained on those things. And then they'd be like, sure, you can do that. And all that took was just a little communication tweak, right? And the same with your body, you know, just take it running with your weighted vest on, or buying a weighted vest and running your usual running route or whatever. That is just a small tweak that you've changed, and you've instantly improved your workout. So these are all little things that you can change, and it's all rooted around investing more in yourself. Now there's plenty of ways that you can do this, and there's plenty of ways that you can do this. All it just takes is like a little bit of creativity. Find ways that you can invest in yourself. So this could be for other areas as well, like how can you have a better bond with your friends? How can you have a better bond with your children? And I'm sure there's just a few little tweaks, a few little changes that you could make in order for that to be a reality. And it doesn't just have to be with your career, you know, perhaps there's a few things that you want to do, like perhaps you want to start a side hustle. You know, what are some things that you could do? Perhaps you want to start a YouTube channel, or you want to get a blog, or you want to open like some kind of online shop. You know, there's plenty of like tutorials on how to do these kinds of things on the internet. And it's just all about just focusing on different things and not just letting this woman be your primary focus. And once you start focusing on other things and you're improving yourself, it's going to make you more of a catch, and she's going to become more interested in you. Now, it might be the case where she's just completely no longer interested in you and the attraction has completely gone. And if that's the case, then there's probably not much you can do. But that is your only kind of option that can make her want you again, because you're not going to get it from being needy, being insecure, and chasing her. Because what that's going to do is it's just going to chase her away even further. So instead, work on other things like yourself, like your career, like your finances, like your body, all those other important areas of your life that you know are important, that you may have let slide recently because you've been too focused on this girl. So that's the best option for you to have. If this is someone that you're not in a relationship with, then you probably need to do no contact with them. So that means not speaking to them at all. At all. That's zero contact, no contact, right? And if they reach out to you, like in a week or in a few months after you've not spoken to them at all, then just ask to meet up with them. Just ask them when they're available to meet up. Arrange a date, get together, and try to start things going again with them. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. On that page, there's lots of different options for you. There's a coaching workbook, there's a free PDF on dating, a dating manual, or you can get actual coaching with me and you can talk to me personally. So those options are all there on the shop page. If you just go to www.christineloveridge.com, you can see all the tabs, you can look at some free articles to read and all that kind of stuff. Lots of free resources on there for you to read and to dive into. So I hope this has helped you, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.